How? Good morning. Right, sorry. Not doing too well actually at the moment. Lyme's disease, but we won't go into that. Um, yeah, Bakhmut. Uh, there's been a battle going on in Ukraine for a sort of city called Bakhmut for I think it's been going on since September last year. It's been the biggest focus of the fighting in Ukraine, and it's the Russians are focused on it, and the Ukrainians are focused all their defenses on defending it. Now, the reports are coming out that Russia has now completely encircled Bakhmut, and there are now up to 30,000 Ukrainian troops kettled in Bakhmut. And that means they can't be rearmed. That means they can't be resupplied with food or anything like that. And the average life expectancy on the front line in Bakhmut is 4 hours for a Ukrainian soldier. Let that sink in. 4 hours. The majority of Ukrainians, personnel losses and wounded, probably can be, attributed to the battle in Bakhmut. And when Bakhmut falls, which it looks like it's going to do, sooner rather than later, that is the sort of like the ending of the Zelensky line. It goes all the way down. That is a massive break in that, because that was the central hub in the Zelensky line. And there's also quite a lot of high ground to the east of Bakhmut. I think it's to the east, correct me if I'm wrong, which gives them access to an awful lot of Ukrainian territory for Russian artillery now. 30,000 troops, and the Americans have said, we will supply the Ukrainians with arms and they will fight to the last man. And they can say that from their, the comfort of their own offices and their warmth and their nice and their 3 meals a day and what have you. But have a thought, and it's time for there to be some sort of discussion, and let's get this war over, because 30,000 troops, that would be terrible, awful, if they were forced to fight to the death, because a lot of these troops are conscripts, and a lot of the conscripts are ethnic Russians, believe it or not, who really don't want to fight, who didn't want to fight. And you've seen the videos of the press gangs going around in Ukraine, just grabbing people off the street and sending them off. Well, that's where they've been sending them to, Bakhmut. All right, okay. So, and the Russians have actually said that the soldiers in Bakhmut, the Ukrainian soldiers in Bakhmut, are some of the bravest people they've ever met and ever had to fight. And they are, some of the most honourable people that they think. And these people are forced to fight by the Nazis in Ukraine. They're pushed in there. It's either go and fight or we will shoot you. That's their option. And that is not being told by the West. And if you get your information about Ukraine from the BBC, from CNN, from all the Western agencies, stop. Go and have a look at because the majority of the world support Russia in this action. And there's a reason for that. Peace, and pray for Ukraine.